Good morning, everyone. Laura here, and it's Thursday, September 30th, National Truth and Reconciliation Day here in Canada. Not yet a recognized statutory holiday. Hopefully that will change for next year. So I wanted to jump in here quickly this morning. I'm not going to take too much of your time. But we have a regular morning practice 3 days a week where we do Kundalini and we tap I write a journal prompt for every day of the month. So when we have practice, we work on a journal prompt and then we tap through it. And this morning's journal prompt was, what makes you feel loved? And so the responses that started to come in, and even my own responses as I journal for myself, are things like seeing the reflection of love around me, when people are kind to me, when I notice the synchronicities in the world, when I'm connected to my devotion to myself, when I'm connected to my soul, when I feel love around me. And for me, the really clear invitation there, hey, Michelle, good morning. Say hi. If you're here, if you're watching, let me know. StreamYard doesn't tell me. I'm not sure who's here with me, so say hi. And here's the invitation today is, can we create the conditions for love within ourselves? Can we experience love even in the chaos? So even when we aren't experiencing these beautiful synchronicities, even when we're not looking around and we're seeing people being loving and kind to each other, even when people aren't being loving and kind to us, can we create loving kindness from within ourselves? No conditions on this love. For me, this is the invitation today. This is the invitation. We have an 8 energy day, this universal energy of the 8 that's calling us forward into this higher commitment to integrity, to mastery, mastery over our emotions, this balance of love, the balance in the scales of love. And then we have this contract energy of the 7 of hearts. And you don't need to know any of what I'm saying. This doesn't need to make sense other than you're hearing the message, which is this message, this invitation. Love is reaching for me today. And if love is reaching for me on this day, can I stand strong and united in myself as a reflection of love? And as we do this, we invite people around us to do the same. This is how we create change in the world. We don't wait to see reflections of love to choose love. We become the reflection of love so that other people can feel encouraged to choose love, so that the leaders of our nation can be encouraged to choose love, to make decisions from love, to choose love when they're considering justice, when they're considering reconciliation, to be reflections of love. I feel this love energy so strong. So I want to do a little bit of tapping today. And then we'll do something called quantum expansion, where we're going to hold the essence of love in the heart. We're going to bring this beautiful light, this love, this source energy in. We're going to wrap it even more, wrap this love up in this energy of amplification, and we're just going to send it out. And it's that easy. You don't need to do anything other than your willingness to be here now. So I invite you to be here now with me. Good morning, you guys. Hi, Christine. Oh, love is reaching for me today. You're so welcome. Good morning. So if you've never tapped with me before, because I'm live in a few different places, I invite you to suspend any reservations and just come, just try it, just do it with me. And the same goes for when I invite you to experience this quantum expansion of love. There's no efforting necessary. The invitation is to surrender, to just be here, to suspend judgment, and give it a go. Yes, warriors of love. We're warriors of love. This is how we affect change on the planet, is we need to be the reflection of this. So if we can stand strong and steady and united, we become lighthouses of love. Oh, happy birthday, Kennedy. Happy birthday. 10 years old today, Kennedy. I wish I could see you and give you a big hug. All right. So let's do some tapping when you're ready, as long as you're able and you're not driving. it's safe for you to do so. I invite you to close your eyes. Just relax wherever you're sitting. If you can place your palms facing up, that's beautiful. Palms up, eyes closed. And we're going to take a nice big deep breath in through the nose and out through the mouth. And we'll do that one more time, except we're going to hold it at the top for a count of 4. And release. Beautiful. So continuing to breathe at your own pace, whatever feels best for you. I'm going to invite you to tap on the side of the hand. You can follow along if you've never done this before. You might want to open your eyes and you can see the tapping points. And I'm going to prompt you through. So we're tapping on the side of the hand and we're going to say, even though I just keep waiting to see more love in the world. And when I don't see that, it makes me feel like love's not there. I forgive myself for believing this. Because the truth is, love is always present. And even though I get caught up in my day-to-day life, I experience triggers and disappointments, and I lose sight of my connection to love. I deeply and completely love, honor, and forgive myself anyway. Even though I keep looking to the leaders of my nation, expecting them to lead with love. And when they don't, I feel powerless. I'm choosing to take my power back now. I'm choosing to show them what a reflection of love can feel like. Beautiful. Top of the head. Sometimes I get pulled away from my essence of love. Eyebrow point. There are things in the world that trigger me. Side of the eye, things in my life that trigger me. Underneath the eyes, injustice everywhere. Underneath the nose, and I've been making it mean that love is not here. Underneath the mouth, and in its place, there's anger. Collarbone point, there's judgment. Underneath the arms, there's separation and divide. Underneath the chest, there is othering and there's violence. Wrist point, and I see this and I feel this in the world. Top of the head, and I have felt disconnected from love. Eyebrow point. I forgive myself for feeling disconnected from love. Side of the eye, I honor myself for voicing all of this out loud. Underneath the eyes, I honor myself for wanting to see love reflected back to me. Underneath the nose, before I could choose it for myself. Underneath the mouth, I am making a change. Collarbone point, love is reaching for me today. Underneath the arms, and I am choosing to grasp it. Hi, Joe. All right, beautiful. Take a nice big deep breath. And just notice how this feels in the body. We don't need to bring any judgment into this. I know I'm saying some things that are triggering, and I'm doing that on purpose, right? Because we want to acknowledge the triggers. We need to acknowledge the triggers. We need to acknowledge the way those triggers are being reflected in the body and what's coming up for us. But today we are moving the needle. Love is reaching for us, and we are choosing to grasp it. Beautiful. I'm so happy that this is serving you today. All right, so we're going to go again. So I invite you to tap again on the side of the hand, taking a nice big deep breath. Closing your eyes if it's safe for you to do so. And we're going to say, love is reaching for me today. And even though there's also deep sadness in my heart, love is always there too. And I'm choosing to wrap my sadness in love. And even though I feel these emotions rising up in my body, and maybe there's a part of me that wants to turn this off and go do something else, I honor my body and its capacity to feel. And I invite it to let go of what's no longer serving it today. Especially because love is always with me, even in the discomfort and even in the sadness of the world. Love is always present. Beautiful. Top of the head. I am learning how to experience love from within. Eyebrow point. I am learning how to come into the space in my heart. Side of the eye, quieting the noise and the chaos around me. Underneath the eyes, quieting the anger and the violence and the hate. Underneath the nose, quieting the division. Underneath the mouth and coming into my center point of love. Collarbone point. Love is reaching for me today. Underneath the arms, and I'm choosing to grasp it. Underneath the chest, I am standing strong, steady, and united. Wrist point, united with love as a reflection of love. Top of the head, I am the change I want to see in the world. Eyebrow point, I have the courage within me. Side of the eye, to serve this higher purpose. Underneath the eyes, this purpose of being a reflection of love. Underneath the nose, love is reaching for me today. Underneath the mouth, and I'm choosing to lead with love. All right, beautiful. So you can stop tapping and take a nice big deep breath. And keeping your eyes closed, I invite you to bring your hands over your heart. And come into the space in the heart. What does this mean? This just means that you're going to become aware of the breath that's flowing in and out of the heart. You're just going to invite all of the awareness of your mind and your body to come into the space in the heart. You can let it be gentle. If your mind wanders, that's okay. You can just gently invite it to come back. Relaxing the belly, relaxing the shoulders. You can relax your hands down now into the lap. And just bringing all of your focused attention into the space in the heart. And inviting in the essence of love into the heart. So what does this mean? I invite you to think of something, an experience, a memory, a person, something that helps you in feeling so much love, like this sense of warm, fuzzy love from the space in the heart. So I invite you to bring that up now. Feel it in the heart. And notice the sensations. What does it feel like to feel all of this love in this space in your heart? Just in your mind and in your heart, name all of the sensations. I invite you to become so familiar with this feeling. And love is soft. It's okay if you don't feel any sort of massive wave of anything. We're just surrendering to the softness of this love in the heart. Beautiful. And I invite you to become aware now of the space at the top of the head. And from the space at the top of the head, there's an opening, and it's opening for you now. And this beautiful white light of source, this divine source energy, begins to flow down through the top of the head, expressing itself as gravity as it's coming down through the head, behind the eyes, through the brain, through the ears, behind the nose and through the jaw. All of this beautiful divine light down through the neck and the shoulders and through the chest, and inviting this light to flow down through the body, activating and awakening and enlivening every cell in the body with this divine light, this connection to source, to all that is. Flowing now down through the torso and the hips, down through the thighs. Beautiful. You're doing amazing. Just allowing this light to flow down all the way through the bottoms of the feet, where it sinks down into the earth, connecting to the center of the earth. So as you sit in this column of divine source light, just inviting it to continue flowing, I envision it as a column of light around my body that just expands into the energy field. So just inviting this flow of divine source light in and around and through the body, and bringing your awareness now back into that space in the heart, into this love in the heart. And inviting this flow of source to come in the heart. So it comes down the left side of the body, crosses into the heart, comes out the right side of the heart, down the right side of the body, where it crosses over again at the feet, up the left side of the body, crossing into the heart, up and out the right side of the heart, up the right side of the body, where it meets this flow of source at the top of the head. So we're creating this circuit, this infinity loop of source light through the body, through the energy field, activating this love from the space in the heart. So I invite you to run this circuit at your own pace, Just allowing this source light to flow on this infinity circuit, coming down from the left side and crossing into the heart and following that circuit of source. Amplifying this love from the space in the heart. If you begin to feel a pressure in the head, that's okay. Just invite that source to flow with ease. You can direct it with ease. Just continuing to amplify love from the space in the heart. Amplifying it with this circuit of source light. Beautiful. And I invite you now on the exhale to send this love out from the front of the heart, again on this loop of infinity. And then on your inhale, you receive that love back through the back of the heart space. So we're sending this love out from the front of the heart, and then we receive it in through the back of the heart space. And we'll just stay here for a few breaths. Beautiful. So on this day of truth and reconciliation in Canada, under the law of grace, we invite the leaders in our nation to choose to make decisions from love, to reflect justice through love, to connect to our activation of love as pillars of love in the world, that we allow our love to shine bright, strong, steady, and united in love in all that we do and in all ways. Thank you. Thank you for being here. Thank you for participating this morning. I invite you to share this, to tag your friends. Let's amplify even more love in the world. And I invite your comments. I would love to know how this felt for you, what this experience was like. Anything you want to share, I will come back and respond to any comments. So thank you all for being here. Satnam, sending you so much love. Thank you. Thank you for amplifying love with me this morning. Thank you, Joe. Love you guys. Thank you. Have a beautiful day.